Welcome to your daily Barcelona briefing. Clear analysis, no noise. Barcelona find themselves at a critical intersection, where short-term pressure, long-term planning, and identity questions are all colliding at once. On one side, the club continues to look towards the future, actively monitoring 18-year-old Club Brugge winger Jesse Bissieu, whose agent has publicly confirmed that FC Barcelona are following him very closely and that official communications with major European clubs are already underway. Bissieu, a Ghanaian-Belgian winger currently developing with Club NXT, possesses the kind of explosive profile that fits modern elite football. Quick acceleration, comfort cutting inside from the left, confidence in one-on-one duels, and the ability to destabilize defensive lines in transition. In Hansi Flick's high-intensity system, which demands verticality and direct attacking threat from wide players, Bissieu represents the type of long-term investment that aligns with Barcelona's renewed focus on athletic dynamism and tactical adaptability. The club is clearly attempting to act early in the talent race, aware that waiting even one season could dramatically inflate both price and competition. Yet while Barcelona scan Europe for emerging wingers, the performances of former La Masia products elsewhere are reopening uncomfortable debates about recent squad decisions. In the recent Mallorca vs Real Betis fixture, two former Barcelona players, Abde and Jan Virgili, stood out on opposite flanks, both demonstrating qualities that once made them highly rated prospects within the academy system. Abde, in particular, delivered arguably one of his most complete performances at senior level, scoring with his weaker right foot and consistently tormenting defenders with direct running, improved composure, and confidence in tight spaces. Under Manuel Pellegrini at Betis, Abde has refined the very areas that previously limited his role at Barcelona: decision-making in the final third and finishing efficiency. The Moroccan winger now appears more mature, more balanced, and more consistent, precisely the traits Barcelona once hoped he would develop internally. Sporting director Deco authorized his sale for €7.5 million, while retaining a sell-on clause and buyback option, yet in facilitating other transfer movements, including the restructuring around Vitor Roque's situation, Barcelona effectively reduced their control over a player whose value trajectory is clearly upward. On the opposite wing, Jan Virgili, only 19 years old, showcased fearlessness, technical sharpness, and positional intelligence, raising further questions about whether his €3.5 million departure to ease financial constraints might prove short-sighted in the long term. Both players represent a recurring dilemma for Barcelona: the tension between financial survival decisions and long-term sporting projection. Instead of retaining these developing profiles as rotational options, the club chose to pursue Marcus Rashford on loan, with a €30 million purchase option attached. Rashford's statistical output, 10 goals and 10 assists, is respectable and certainly not underwhelming. Yet he has not established himself as an undisputed starter under Flick. His performances have fluctuated between impactful and peripheral, and given the financial realities facing the club, the question of whether committing €30 million aligns with the broader rebuilding strategy remains complex. Is Rashford the short-term reliability Barcelona need, or does his potential permanent signing block the pathway for younger, higher upside wingers? These structural decisions are now being evaluated under the shadow of on-field instability, as Barcelona have suffered 2 consecutive defeats, losing 2-1 to Girona in La Liga shortly after falling to Atletico Madrid in the Copa del Rey. The Girona defeat, in particular, reignited controversy due to what appeared to be a clear foul on Jules Koundé in the build-up to the decisive goal. Hansi Flick's post-match remarks were measured yet pointed, implying that the incident spoke for itself, before openly acknowledging that his team's defensive performance in the second half was unacceptable. He highlighted problems in midfield positioning, defensive transitions, and overall structural organization, stressing that fatigue may explain certain lapses but cannot excuse them. Flick admitted the team is mentally affected and not in a positive moment, choosing to grant 2 days off in an attempt to reset psychologically before returning to training with renewed focus. The coach expressed hope that the return of key players such as Pedri, potentially Gavi, and even a sharper version of Rashford could restore balance and freshness. However, beneath the surface, the broader narrative remains about identity and direction. Barcelona are attempting to compete for domestic and European honors while managing financial limitations, reassessing recruitment strategy, and navigating the delicate balance between trusting youth and acquiring established names. Monitoring Bissieu signals a desire to remain proactive in the youth market, yet watching Abde and Virgil flourish elsewhere serves as a reminder that internal talent management has not always been optimized. At the same time, Flick must solve tactical inconsistencies, particularly in defensive transitions and midfield compactness, if Barcelona are to regain control in the title race. The coming weeks will test not only tactical cohesion, but institutional clarity. Does the club prioritize immediate reinforcement to stabilize results, or does it lean decisively into youth development and long-term squad architecture? In elite football, timing is everything, and Barcelona's next decisions, whether regarding Rashford's future, Bissieu's pursuit, or internal promotion of emerging profiles, will shape not just this season, but the trajectory of the rebuild. In a campaign where margins are thin and confidence fragile, the balance between ambition and patience will define whether Barcelona emerge stronger or continue oscillating between short-term correction and long-term uncertainty. That's your daily Barcelona briefing. I'll see you in the next update.